Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today we have the patch notes. Now, quick note, these are early patch notes, so what gets posted to World of Warships Legends site may be a little bit different from these, but we get early access patch notes. So, with all that said, let's dive on in because I really haven't read these yet. So, we will see. Okay, so first up, September update, Breeze. Cool. There is a code S72T8TU4GA. We'll get you a fall big crate. I'm going to skip that just because it's all spoilers. First up, Michelangelo. The spotlight of the new campaign is the new Tier 8 Premium Cruiser Michelangelo, equipped with powerful long-range secondary guns and SAP shells. She delivers impressive damage and offers a fun and unique gameplay experience. As usual, the campaign features 100 milestones spread over 5 weeks, catch-up mechanic enabled. That all checks out. Cool. We have a preview of what you get if you do the full campaign. 2,500 for the Admiralty backing. Seems like a good thing. Ooh. Pan-Euro Destroyer big crates. Ooh, I wonder what that means. New Pan-European destroyers in early access. Meet the tech line Pan-European destroyers available in early access from September 9th through October 14th. Tier 4 Malvnet, Tier 5 Stored, Tier 6 Grom, and Tier 7 Split. Each of these fast and agile ships are equipped with powerful main guns that fire HE shells, along with smoke generator and engine boost. Split also features a radar to detect even the stealthiest enemies. You can obtain the new destroyers from the Pan-European Destroyer crates and Pan-EU Big crates, which will be available through the Tempest of Renaissance campaign or in the store. Okay. We also have a few other things to be prepared to help celebrate the arrival of new destroyers. First of all, during this update, Pan-European Tier 7 Destroyer Friesland will be available for doubloons at a good discount. Interesting. If you purchase her together with early access crates on console, you can acquire her through the Old World Treasure Chained Bundles. Chained Bundles? Okay, where each consecutive bundle becomes available after you obtain the previous one in addition to Friesland, which you'll find the final bundle. The consecutive bundles also contain Pan-European Destroyer crates and European camouflages, all at a discount compared to purchasing them separately. On mobile, Old World Treasure is available as a standard bundle when you purchase all the items at once. Interesting. We're also offering a 15% discount on Pan-European Tech Tree ships. Okay, cool. Discount is available through... This discount is available through from September 9th through September 23rd. Interesting. Pan-European destroyers. There's someone who called this out in my comments, and I'll try to find it and post it. But they were saying with, is it Smoland? What's the legendary? Basically, the legendary ship confirmed coming to the game. Or Gdansk. That's what it was. Gdansk. With Gdansk confirmed, we kind of had a hint these were coming, and good for them for calling it out. I went and kind of did a little research on them after that, so I would know when this occurred. So what we can expect, at least on PC, they have really bad concealment. They maintain the same torpedoes, not great AA fire, HE only for their guns, and they have a radar on PC. It is an incredibly short radar, like 10 seconds, but it's like 9 or 10 kilometers. So very good in the range, but a very short amount of time. Of course, that's going to complicate things over here because of the way our radar mechanic works, of how short, where first the person with the radar gets to see for, was it 5 to 8 seconds? I forget what it is. And then it comes online for everyone else. That's going to make that radar not very effective unless they do a couple of changes here and there. But interesting. Okay, European Navies collection. Ooh, I wonder what we'll get as a reward. We've created a new collection depicting the navies and arsenals of nations referred to as Pan-European Legends. This collection also includes cards for the new destroyers available in early access. Obtain European Naval Collection crates to find all 12 collectible cards divided into 3 sub-collections. These crates can be earned through the Tempest Renaissance campaign, the European Navy's missions, and the Nordic Griffin mission, which also grants you a unique permanent camouflage for Ostagotland. Okay. Completing each sub-collection will earn you will earn you a Pan-European Commander Crate, Insignia, and Commendation. Collect all 12 to receive the final prize, new Pan-European Tier 2 Destroyer, Origin. Interesting. I'm wondering, is Origin a... No, disregard. Because sometimes, like, we cut the fat, and I'm wondering if Origin is a ship that was, like, cut fat, or if it's a true premium from the other side. Anyways, interesting. Okay. That will be interesting. We'll see how hard it is to complete it, but hey, a free premium is a free premium. Azurlane Collaboration returns. Don't miss. They'll be waiting in store from September 9th through October 14th. You also get some content for free. Ooh. Complete the special mission Operation Storm Surge from September 9th through October 14th to earn 5 new Azurlane crates. Each of these crates has a chance to drop a commander or a ship from any wave in the collaboration. Interesting. Okay. I'll take it. You know, I'll take it. You know, they're not going to bring back Azurlane Atago, but the rest of them will be on sale. Maybe this is the time I finally pick up Azurlane Baltimore, the ship, because this is one of the few ships I don't have in the game. And I do really, every time it comes up for sale, I'm like, man, I like the camo. It reminds me of a European police car. And I'm like, it's a fun camo scheme. Okay. Mid-Autumn Festival. Okay. Celebrate Mid-Autumn Festival with plenty of festive content in the game starting September 16th. First, complete the free Moonlit Journey mission to earn rewards for including the Tier 5 premium battleship Mutsu, the Moon Festival flag, and special patches. Okay. Also, visit the store during the Autumn Mid Festival to discover a wealth of Asian-themed content, including Pan-Asian Tier 6 premium Fen Yang, which boasts solid HP. Is Fen Yang in the game yet? No, I think that's new. Oh, wow. Fen Yang will be available through a series of color and fall chained bundles. Oh, we're moving into chained bundles, aren't we? Where each consecutive bundle becomes available after you obtain the previous one, with all offered at a discount compared to their separate purchases, or you can purchase it at once. Okay, we are moving into the era of chained bundles in World of Warships Legends, or else they're at least trying it out. There will be also a few more goodies. Get 10% off Pan-Asian Tier 5 through 7 Tech Tree ships from September 23rd through 30th. 10% off Japanese Tech Tree ships from Tier 5 to Tier 7. Interesting that they're not discounting Tier 8. It's almost like they want us to sink our resources in it. And Tech Tree trips from those dates. Okay, cool. Brawls and Ranked Battle new season. 2 new Brawl seasons and 3 new Ranked Battle seasons available this update. Brawl Season 21 and 22 will take place from September 16th through September 24th and September 30th through October 8th, featuring 3v3 battles, Tier 5 and Tier 6 destroyers, respectively. Okay, and then for Ranked 62 through 64 will be 5v5 battles with Tier 5 and through Tier 7 ships. As always, each competition will offer a variety of rewards. Okay, prepare for Halloween. Special missions and 3x win bonus. Are you ready for Halloween? Gear up. Special missions available starting October 7th to receive 2 Halloween 23 crates. Nice. And exclusive Halloween camouflages. Hey, take the free Halloween crates. There's usually something fun in them. Also, first win bonus. Cool. Changes to flooding mechanics. Also, sorry. It seems we're moving on from the store. We are very much focusing on the store in this update. I will give my thoughts once we get to the end, but this is going to be an interesting update with how much is focused in the store. Anyways, changes to flooding mechanics. We've made adjustments to the flooding mechanics to make them more fun in battle. Flooding is going to be more fun. I wonder how they're going to accomplish this. Similar to fire mechanics, ship hulls are now divided into 2 equal zones. Each zone can only acquire the flooded status once. Until the current flooding in that zone stops, additional torpedo hits will not cause new flooding in an already flooded zone or extend the current flooding. Interesting. If only one part of the ship is flooded, this effect will deal less damage and last shorter duration compared to with the previous mechanics, which affected the entire ship. If both parts of the ship are flooded, the flooding will either cause more or less damage compared to the old mechanics, depending on the ship's type and characteristics. Here's how these changes will impact damage across the different kinds of ships for destroyers, cruisers, and aircraft carriers. So for 80% of people, 1 or 2 flooding instances will generally cause less damage than before. Interesting. For battleships, 1 flooding instance will deal less damage, while 2 flooding instances will cause more damage per second than before, though the duration of the flooding will be reduced by more than half. Interesting. If you have 2 flooding instances in the same time, you'll see corresponding icons on the HP bar on console, or 2 on the flooding icon mobile. This is interesting. This is very interesting. It's almost a little bit of a nerf to battleships overall, but also a buff to them. And by that I mean, now a destroyer is going to be more rewarded for the flank, right? Because right now, if you get a flood, if you're a destroyer and you're sitting in your smoke and you have a battleship charging you, and you just let loose that salvo of torpedoes right as they come close to you, and you boop them on the nose and you get the flood, cool, you're taking a flood. Here, now the flank, the going wide and hitting them with multiple torpedoes, is going to be rewarded, which is interesting. That is an interesting thing where they're encouraging destroyers to go out a little bit more, but they're also going to reward them for flanking, and then just overall reducing the chance of flooding, the death of flooding, to the rest of the fleets, kind of encouraging players to play the others. It's almost like 60% of people play battleships, and that's not great for game health. Interesting. Balance changes. There's a separate article. We will cover all of them there. Changes to commander guises. Below is a list of all the changes we're introducing to commander guises in this update. These events might not seem impactful now, but they're paving the way for even bigger improvements in the future. Commander guises can now be applied to all commanders, including from collaborations. However, when applied to a collaboration commander, the guise will always remain hidden, maintaining the commander's original appearance and voice. Okay, cool. So you get sparkly shells for the weebs. Cool. You can also hide guises applied to non-collaboration commanders if you want to keep their original appearance and voiceover. Yes. Excellent. Love that. Note that guises from collaborations cannot be hidden or applied to commanders added during the collaboration events. Guises are now divided into 2 types: national, marked blue, which can only be applied to commanders of specific nations, and general, marked white, which can now be applied to any commander. I am down for this. I am very happy for this. I, for one, am someone who doesn't use guises because I make the YouTube content, and most of the time I end up forgetting what the actual name of the commander is, and then I have to show it in a video, and it overwrites what the person looks like, and I'm like, oh, I'm using the Ferrari man when it's Victor Mortif. So this is great. We've also removed the cooldown time for changing commander guises. Great. Awesome. Excellent. Fixed issue where airstrike torpedo bomber aiming would be returned randomly. Hallelujah. Shooting down airstrike aircraft will now count towards completing mission tasks that involve destroying aircraft. They weren't. That's disgusting. The command for activating sonar is now voiced in the appropriate language when the voiceover mode is set to national. Cool. Mobile. Okay. So that is the patch notes. We'll get to the buffs and changes, but a bit, I'll be honest, guys, this update, bit underwhelming. I know. I'm sure you're surprised I'm saying that, but I feel like this update is designed to let you go play the fall games. It's designed so that one, this ship, probably Michelangelo, probably not going to be a world beater. It's going to be very weird. It's not a lot of people are going to like it because of its weird gun layout. So I think people will happily skip it. And guess what? If they skip this update, that's fine. You have the chance to get ships for early access, but they come for free next update. So why not just go get them for free next update? You might miss out on one premium ship if you're in the shop, and a couple of free things. They threw in some gifts in there where if you want to play this update, they're going to reward you nicely, right? Those are free Zerling crates, the free Halloween crates, the free tier 2, the both the Mutsu and that other tier 2 premium for free. There are lots of rewards for playing this update if you still have passion for this game. But if you're feeling like you need a break, this is the permission slip. This is Wargaming say, you know what? Feel free. Go relax. Go have fun. Go play. Let's say Call of Duty's not out yet, but go play a game that's been on your backlog. Great. Awesome. Let's get into the balance changes. I do have to flip over Ministry of Balance and then minimize here. There we go. How are we looking? Excellent. Right. On to the Ministry of Balance. So, buffs. Florida. Woo! Florida. Hallelujah. Main battery shell grouping increased by 2.9%, going from 1.7 to 1.75. Nice. Main battery dispersion improved by 11%, giving it battle cruiser dispersion. Nice. AP shell mass increased from 555 kilograms to 580, increasing AP shell penetration chance by 4.5%. Awesome, and main battery reload time reduced to 31 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. Florida. Here we go. Vermont, AP shell damage going up to 15,000. Main battery reload time down to 35. Fair. That's great. Okay. That's little buffs. I didn't feel like Vermont needed a lot, and that seems to be just little tweaks. Like the 15,000, that's going to go a lot, especially if people are still running Azure Lane, New Jersey with a full damage build. That extra 800 damage per Citadel hit will extrapolate to a lot, but I think Vermont was already in a good place. So overall, good. Bliskovica. Interesting. Now that's a name I have not seen in a long, long time. Main battery reload time reduced to 6 seconds. Torpedo reload time reduced to 60 seconds. Torpedo damage increased to 16,200. Torpedo range increased to 9.5. Torpedo speed increased to 69 knots. All solid. I think Bliskovica, if you weren't around, if you haven't been around for a minute, Bliskovica was once one of the wanker ships, to steal a term from a former CC, just because you had to buy it in order to get Jersey Swirsky, and Jersey Swirsky was more powerful back then, and that's how you got your ultimate concealment builds on all your ships, and she was already a pretty solid DD all around. I had played her recently, and it had felt like she'd been power crept a little, and this brings her back in line. Happy to see it. Hopefully we'll see more out there. Makes sense given the other pan-European boats that are coming out. Brisbane. Because I guess we can't be trusted. Main battery reload time reduced to 4.5 seconds. Okay. Torpedo reload time reduced to 110 seconds. Radar duration increased to 25 seconds. Radar range increased to 10.5 kilometers. Okay. And added smoke generator consumable, which can be used instead of radar. This is why we can't have nice things. Right here. Brisbane was like the high skill Minotaur, right? It forced you to play as a radar Minotaur, and you had to know what you were doing. And now we've just been like, oh, our player base just wants to come home, crack a beer, and enjoy the floaty boats. They can't be trusted with high skill boats. Michelangelo warning incoming. So we now have a Minotaur with full HE. It's just it's a Minotaur with HE and longer range torpedoes. Okay. Zuiho torpedo strike aiming reduced from 8 to 6.5 seconds. Good, because that thing needed something. Torpedo speed increased to 55 knots. Fine, whatever. It's Zuiho. I still don't feel like that's going to do anything. Zuiho built around stealthy planes, but even the stealthy planes aren't that stealthy. I think it needed more stealthy planes, but hey, whatever. Independence. Dive bomber maximum flight range increased to 32 kilometers. Maximum bomb damage increased to 5,900. Torpedo strike aiming reduced to 4.5 seconds. Independence needed some love. Okay, cool. Al-Jari. Main battery AP shell damage increased to 5,050. Main battery HE shell damage increased to 2,950. Main battery range increased to 14.25 kilometers. Upgrade hull rudder shift time reduced to 8.5 seconds. Ship maximum speed increased to 32.5 knots. Okay. Shaw Martel. Oh, wow. We are just buffing. Good to see. We're just going through and buffing the all of the tech tree right here. Shaw Martel, main battery AP shell damage up to 5,050. Same thing with St. Louis. HE shell, same buff, 2,950. Cool. Give love to the French ships. They kind of needed it. I'll be honest. I had St. Louis, and I think I sold it in order to pay for shill, so I won't have it back anytime soon. But if you want a good video on the capabilities of St. Louis, I think MetaJerk had a great video where he gets the reload down to just stupid numbers, because that can be done. Okay. On to Amalfi and Brindisi getting buffs. Stock and upgrade HE main battery reload time reduced to 14.5 seconds. Upgrade SAP main battery reload time reduced to 16 seconds. Smoke screen duration increased to 30 seconds. Hallelujah. We're finally getting longer smoke screens. I've been wanting longer smoke screens forever for these cruisers. They need them in order to be able to maneuver. Still not long enough. I want like 45 seconds, please. Thank you. But it was a good start. It's a good start wargaming. Brindisi getting improved Sigma, making it, I guess, stand out from Amalfi. HE reload down to 16 seconds. SAP reload down to 18 seconds. Smokescreen up to 30 seconds. Upgrade whole health. It's getting an extra 7,000 whole health and a redistribution of its health. You can go into that if you need it. Nerfs. Oh boy. Azur Lane Chapayev. I refer back to my wanker comment. Someone is dancing upside down right now. Main battery reload time increased from 8 to 9.2 seconds. Fair. Good. It needed it. Cool. I'm sure. I wonder if this is going to set off a Weimar level cry fest among the people who have purchased Azur Lane Chapayev, but it needed a nerf, so I'm happy to see it has one. Colombo. I'm going to miss you, Colombo. You've been so much fun. Main battery AP shell damage reduced to 10,250. AP minimum pen angles reduced to 50 degrees. Max pen angles reduced to 65 degrees. Whole health reduced by 3,000. Okay, at least we're not touching the secondaries, but this is what hurts. This right here. The small guns, small guns were fine, so I'm fine with taking the hit there, but this is what made them sing. So I'm sad to see it go, but I understand. Z52. Oh. Main battery reload time increased to 4.1 seconds. Okay. Torpedo reload time increased to 90 seconds. Detectability increased to 7.1 kilometers. That's bold. That's bold. Detectability range by sea when firing in smoke increased to 2.6. Detectability. Okay. Sonar range reduced from 5.9 to 5.7 kilometers, which means the main gimmick of Z52, which made it just broken in OP, which I understand is why they're changing this, is no longer there. I do not believe it will be able to stealth sonar anymore. Instead, it will be, I think, very close given these numbers. But you won't be able to stealth sonar anymore, which is both fortunate and unfortunate. I guess daring mains rejoice. You may still have a viable ship, but Z52 taking it hard. Duncan is a hard ship to play. Reduced repair party cooldown time from 80 to 120 seconds. Boo. And restored HP reduced from 2.2% to 1.6% per second. Boo. I enjoyed Duncan. You bastards. Touch a Duncan like that. How dare you? I'm appalled by your behavior. Oh well. Okay, commander changes. And this will be the end. Harold B. Farcombe. Base trait careful. Reduction in ship detectability time after firing main guns while in smoke improved from a maximum of 10% to 15%. Okay. Reduced main battery reload time improved from a maximum of 2% to 3%. Okay. Whatever. It's still not going to move the needle, I don't really think. Like the buff to 15% is nice. It's sort of a free HMS Belfast trait, but how far out are we really getting detected in smoke, and how often are you really needing that trait? I don't think very often. Unique skill, shell from Ghost increase in cruiser main battery range and shell grouping, while smoke improved from 4% to 5%. Okay, little tweaks. That's fine. Then finally, Jersey Swirsky, new row 4 skill Fox Flare. Increase the duration of radar to match that of the smoke generator while the latter is active, and reduces main battery reload time by 10% while radar is active. Ho! Ho! Okay. Okay. Well, if you didn't have Jersey Swirsky up to 16.4, you better now. Remember how I was talking about how the radars didn't have very long dispersion time? It looks like we're now looking at like 60-second radars. Because if I'm reading this correctly, you will get the radar to match your smoke dispersion time. Or smoke generator while it's active. I don't know how long it's going to be active, but usually that's anywhere between 15 to 30 seconds. And if you time it so that you are like doing it at the very end of your radar duration, right? So you're going, you have a 10-second radar, and then on second 8, you're activating your smoke. And maintaining the radar then for however long you're puffing out the smoke as well. And you are also going to get a 10% buff to reload when that's happening. Oh, it's going to be spicy. It's going to be spicy. Yeah. Someone try and make a name for the self-up. Yeah. Okay. So guys, that is the Ministry of Balance. Interesting. Very interesting. I stand by my, if you want to skip this update, you absolutely can. Especially with these changes. Like, come back when the ships are free to play and people figured out the meta if you want. But guys, I am excited to cover them. If you're excited to see some of these changes, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.